Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome back to another Seasons of the Soul reading. Again, these readings are not for everyone. I'm trying to connect to whatever soul is meant to hear this message, and I trust they find it when they need it. So if this message isn't for you, try another video or come back another time. Appreciate and love your guts and growth bits as always. So how Seasons of the Soul works is I'm going to pull 4 tarot cards of the last Seasons of the Soul, and like that doesn't necessarily have to represent a year. So again, if it's not an experience or a situation, a period of your life that you're not resonating with, this video is just not for you. And that is all. So let me go ahead and wake up this deck here for us. Sorry, I thought I had to be rushing for something, but it turns out I have a lot more time than I do, so I'm just like trying to calm down now. So you guys get to experience that with me, apparently. Okay. So can we please have 4 cards representing the last Seasons of the Soul for the soul we're connected to for the spirit? Thank you. I love how this comes out. It always comes out with the first 3 first, it seems like. And then it lets me do the last one separately. So we have Temperance, the 10 of Wands, the Fool, these don't feel in the right order to me. There we go. And lastly, the last card for us. And this is usually the period that you're in now, you're entering, or you're about to exit. So please, Spirit, thank you. So we have the King of Cups. So I definitely feel like there's been a lot of healing over the past little bit, going within and finding yourself again, refilling your own cup, not waiting for someone else to do that for you. There's a lot of burdens being like, yeah, like this is the end of a cycle, like 10s are the end in cycle, or end in tarot. So you're carrying too much. You had way too much on your plate, and there's a period where you might have just snapped. And this healing transformation took over. It really regenerated your soul. There was a time, it was like a hibernation almost, but I'm noticing these butterflies here in the cup she's pouring. It was a metamorphosis phase. You transformed in that time. Let's see if I can move that for you a bit. But with the Fool card following it, you have broken out of that shell. That was a period of the past that you're moving out of with the lessons. I feel like you're very much taking the lessons with you and drawn to her little bag on her stick there. You're taking the lessons with you and releasing the rest, which is beautiful. That's the best way to live. And with the King of Cups, I feel like you're opening up your heart again, but I'm noticing his cup is empty right now. Like maybe he's not wanting to be vulnerable to give to others, or not in a position right now to do that. But let's go ahead and, no, hold on. Sorry, I want to sit with the King of Cups a little bit more. You're in full control of your emotions, but I'm sure, I think you're in a place where you're not wanting to be vulnerable with other people. And I just don't think that's, being vulnerable is a strength, not a weakness. So please always remember that. But I definitely feel like, yeah, you're in control of your emotions now, but it's a sense of vulnerability that you're not wanting to be in front of other people. But now let's go ahead and take a look at your tarot cards. So I'm just going to move the amethyst point up here for us. And so, yeah, so we have the card here of collaborate with the ant. So I definitely feel, and I'm going to put that exactly, yeah, where the King of Cups is, because I do feel like you need to collaborate with people more, delegate. If you're starting to feel that sense of overwhelmed again, start delegating more, being open with your feelings and how maybe it's a person in a situation that's making you feel, but everyone has responsibility for that. And if that's not something that you can have a conversation with that person about, maybe it's time to remove yourself from that situation. But definitely collaborating more with people, friends, family. I'm definitely like getting a work kind of aspect, just because like ants, like I'm thinking of like an ant hive or burrow or whatever they are. Like there are so many different roles, but they all work so well together. Everyone has their role. What am I trying to get from this card? It's like a level of order of things. Collaborate, organizing your life maybe, and make things flow easier, path of like least resistance. Your higher heart activation card, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's a time of needing to be vulnerable, open yourself up again. Maybe you need to, instead of these walls that you've put up, replace them with boundaries so you can still let all the good things in. Perhaps you're not approachable right now, but there's like some sort of collaboration needing to be had, but dropping shields, divine love, knowing that you're divinely loved and protected. But yeah, that's very interesting. I feel like, again, there's some sort of situation in your life where you're just not approachable right now, and Spirit's asking you to really believe in yourself and trust that your heart is healed. You're no longer that person anymore. You've learned those lessons, so you can be vulnerable again. It's okay. It's time. You have the Not a Fairy magic card. So this is the card that talks about like literally seeing magic everywhere. The wind blowing leaves, those are fairies dancing in the, you know, the beautiful spring day. Like there's just so much magic happening around you, and opening your heart to it. Because again, I see like the green and pink colors of the heart chakra. Again, opening up your heart to see like more green and pink. But opening up your heart to more spontaneity, more magic. You know, just say yes to more things is maybe what Spirit's asking. We have the card Poppy, which is 41 and Dream, with Neptune and Saturn. So 41 reduces to 5, which is positive change, but we don't need positive change if we're not in a situation where that positive change is needed. To dream of a better solution, a better possibility, a better situation for yourself. Really, envision the future that you want, because I feel like your manifestation is very high right now with Neptune, mysticism. I feel like, again, you're not just dreaming a future that, like, you're not just dreaming, you're building a future, you're helping co-create with the universe all of these really beautiful things. So we have here, and let me hold it up a little closer because it's really pretty. Coverum Terra, Earth's Heart. This is a gorgeous card. It's what am I picking up here? I really feel like there's a sense to go deeper within yourself right now. And really that's what the card talks about, going in and in and in and uncovering those inner layers of earth, those different layers of earth. But there's some beautiful magic. Oh, there we are, in conjunction with and even. But there's some beautiful magic within you that's looking to bloom and blossom. It wants to see the sunlight, but you need to uncover the dirt that's, you know, shadowing it right now. There's some sort of like Spirit's not asking you to do this all at once either. There's definitely like layers of this that need to take place, but there's such beautiful layers in between. I don't feel like it's going to be, you know, there's definitely going to be some tough areas, but there's some beautiful things you might uncover going within yourself and really getting to know who you are as well. So lastly, I have 5 of these beautiful tea leaves here, and I'm going to put them out and we'll talk about them. So we have, fan, romance, celebration, party. I definitely want to put this over here with the King of Cups and the collaboration card. We have door. Opportunities are waiting for you. We have candle. You will be shown the way. I can fit all of these in. And then our last 2, goldfish, increase of material wealth or spiritual growth. That's a beautiful card. Either one, you're blessed, right? And frying pan, trouble or accusations. So I'm going to kind of put that one off to the side a little bit, because I feel like the accusations, the trouble, the frying pan, like I feel like that might be like an internal thing, and I want it in view, just off to the side, I guess. But I really feel like that's internal things, like not feeling like, you know, the imposter syndrome, not feeling worthy enough of whatever it is that's the opportunities that you're being shown the way right now. Like I definitely think that's why you need to go within yourself and see the beauty for who you truly are on the inside. I think that's really what this card is talking about. I really want you to just sit with yourself for 5 minutes in silence and focus on your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, and just see what comes to your mind. If you want to have a pen and paper nearby to jot things down, but don't think about it. You know, the thoughts and errands and, oh, did you forget to do this? Or you had to do laundry, do that, whatever. Try to push those out. And after a minute or 2 of silence, write down the things or just listen is all. 1, 2, 3, 4 is when I said that. So I feel like there is a situation that's coming up that is going to bring you such beautiful happiness and prosperity, but you need to feel like you're worthy of it. And start by dreaming the future you want, seeing the magic you are. And I have another deck here, this beautiful mermaid deck that we're going to pull. Just any additional advice or anything else Spirit wants us to know about this upcoming situation. And not being, again, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, because that is true strength. And yeah, with like the King of Cups, like he's holding his sword up. So I do feel like there's some sort of like defensiveness around love, but we kind of already knew that because of the higher heart activation card and it matching with the not a fairy magic. So like maybe you think whatever situation is coming up is going to be like too good to be true, like out of this world. Is this even real? With someone like catfishing me kind of thing. Like, know that you can trust your intuition in whatever situation that is. And I don't think that is going to be the case. So I want to just shuffle one more time before we... There we go. Get going here. Oh, hello. Okay. So Spirit, is there anything you would like to tell the soul while we're still connected to them? Sorry, a couple cards flipped over right away. I want to grab them. Okay. So we have the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles. And this one that's come as well, the King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you're just like really in your energy. You're doing your own thing. There is a situation that you've walked away from in the past. And I feel like there is a bit of longing for something different but similar. So I do feel like this is, again, related to a relationship, a heartbreak in some way, where you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. You're not sure what to with the moon here. It's like you're really unsure, but you know it's something better. And you've been in that energy of just like rebuilding, healing, this again, wanting anew, and you're longing for something. And it's like what you desire desires you. So know that it's out there. But again, so the Three of Pentacles is another card of collaborating. So maybe you'll meet this person through friends, through a work event, through just saying yes to more opportunities. Trust that niggle, when I just feel like there is someone who's going to catch your attention. Let me see. I just want to see this King of Wands, because the King of Wands can be a couple of different energies, right? So, and you know what? I don't even think I really need to pull on it. The energy I'm getting from this King of Wands is someone very passionate and fiery, but stable and secure. I feel like a very protective vibe coming from that. But I do feel like there's going to be like this risque kind of energy that comes with it. And you will meet him through some sort of collaboration, because we have that now twice for you. So that's just kind of doubling up on that. Thank you. It's going to be your choice at the end of the day, though, whether or not you open up to any more situations, or this situation. And like, so traditionally, the Two of Swords, one sword is always like more rested than the other. Like it's like really a clear choice. But I feel like it's like I'm being called to like this duel, the besting each other. And I feel like the only person that you're dueling with is yourself. So it's like good and bad sides of yourself. The shadow. Can I get a little bit more on the Two of Swords, on the decision, their decision at the end of the day? Is there any advice on that? Please and thank you. Any advice on the Two of Swords? Thank you. The Five of Swords. So just make sure you don't bite your nose to spite your own face kind of thing. But also, like, I feel like there's this, it's just this sense of, no, you're guarded and being taken care of, but like, you can still hurt yourself. So not only can can other people hurt you when you're vulnerable, but you can hurt yourself by not being vulnerable, I think, is what I'm kind of picking it from that card. And there's one more card that wants to come through for here. Could you please come out whatever card you... Oh, thank you. So there's two more, actually. The Queen of Pentacles again. So she was actually on the bottom of the deck once the King of Wands came through. So that's, again, I feel like you're in your own energy, you're doing your own thing. I feel like it might be something to do with work or similarities in work, something like that. But the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, yeah. So Wounded Warrior, I feel like that's how you are. It's like you want love, but you're ready to give up. You've been through the ringer. But the Nine of Wands, we're not quite at the end yet. We're almost at the end, but not quite. We have to keep going a little bit further. And I know it's heavy because we have the Ten of Wands here, and I think you're worried about running into that situation again. But you have to trust yourself. You're the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Energy is what I think I was saying. That was weird. But you have the energy to attract what you need. And I think asking for help and being vulnerable starts with that. And I feel like, again, there's some true beauty and strength in being vulnerable and asking for help. Walking away from any ideas that make you feel small in doing so. Collaborate with people, family, friends. That is the advice from Spirit there. What we do have now, though, are some affirmators. So first I'm going to use these beautiful decks. I really love them. So they are from a psychologist that made some oracle decks, and I bought her bundles because they're really beautiful. I love them so much. This is the Self-Parenting Oracle Deck Trauma Edition. Can we please have one card, Spirit, for the soul we're connected to? Thank you. It says, it's now safe to let go of survival mechanisms of believing that I must have control in order to find safety. I choose to remember that when I allow my self-validation and cultivate a deeper connection to myself, I build an internal guidance system that enables me to gently be led to the places in which I feel the most free to be me. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of like letting go, releasing. So maybe it is control. See, I was thinking, but again, that goes hand in hand with vulnerability. You need to release the control of these masks that you put up, and having people see you a certain way. Just be yourself. You'll be so much happier doing so. So I hope you take that advice. And our card here, and this is from the Inner Child edition. That's upside down. What is meant for you will always find its way to you, no matter what you choose to think about it. And what's yours may never possibly slip through your fingers. Remember this when you find yourself catastrophizing the sight of even the slightest uncertainty or perceived loss. So again, what did I say earlier? What you desire desires you. Like, this is a perfect example of that. So know that, just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not meant for you. I have a few other cute little ones here. This is the Wild Witch Oracle deck. One card, please, Spirit to the soul we're connected to. I see you. Okay, so the card we got here is the Owl Witch, bringing you clarity and the ability to see what others may not. So again, trust your intuition, go within yourself a little bit, see what secrets you have to uncover in that beautiful layers of yourself that we're going to uncover one of these days. So these our penultimate message here is enchanting messages from the cosmos, from the starlight. Reevaluate. In the starlit sky, we still look for the falling stars. So, yeah, what are we going to say about evaluate? And I put it in the wrong pile. Evaluate how you look at situations, how you show up. Evaluate if you're approachable or not, if finding someone is something you're looking for. Do you have space in your life for that right now? Reevaluate exactly it is what you want moving forward, manifesting the dreams, the life that you want. Reevaluating that perspective that it's not for you. I think that's the main important part. And lastly, oh, beautiful, we have this curious message from the Enchanted Forest Fae, and you have this beautiful, beautiful card, the Gatekeeper. Let go. All things are possible on the borderlands. Yeah, so really, again, going within those layers of yourself, seeing whatever it is that you're trying to be shown right now, because there's a little bit of healing left that needs to be done, I think. Because again, we noticed that cup was empty at the beginning. And I feel like that's something you need to replenish for yourself on the inside. But it's going to take some really getting to know yourself, I think, to find that spring, that well inside of you, to replenish that cup and love yourself again. Because I truly feel like this incredible energy that's just dying to be seen almost, but at the same way terrified of it. I hope you find peace with whatever situation you're in, and you take a moment and be vulnerable and see the strength in that. that you go within and see the clarities that others might not, but reevaluate that point of view that it's not for you, because what you desire desires you. What you want wants you. It will not slip through your fingers if it is yours. So I love your guts and gross bits. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.